What's up, guys? This is Joe, otherwise known as Catching BTC on Twitter. This isn't going to be a normal traditional video. I'm going to be going over some of the large cap cryptocurrencies, not Bitcoin. I've just come from making the latest Bitcoin Watch video, and if you're an Alias member, you'll have access to that. So if you want to access that video and have access to my daily updates and macro updates on Bitcoin and other large cap cryptocurrencies in more depth, with access to me and other professional crypto traders, then you can join Alias. The link for the website is down below, as well as the Twitter and Instagram. So you can check us out and decide whether you want to come after watching this video and learn more about trading and then how to advance your trading career. So I'm just going to go over some of the large cap cryptocurrencies. We're going to jump in here with Litecoin. If we go on CoinMarketCap here, I use this to sort of just, when evaluating the fundamentals, it's good to just go on here because it shows you. So let's say if we went on XRP, it shows you, the website, the chat, the GitHub for most of them, and they don't have an open source project, so they won't have the GitHub here. It has market cap, circulating by all that kind of stuff, but we're not going to go into depth on that video. I'm just using this to show you that these are the large cap coins. So we're going to have a look at Litecoin and Ethereum because these are my favorite coins that I personally trade a lot and have a stash of. So just going to get the classic indicators on, moving averages, all that sort of stuff. For trend trading, and get the key levels up for the market right now. I'm making this video because Bitcoin currently is at quite an important decision price. So it sort of matches up with a lot of levels in some large cap coins right now. So I'm personally, I've picked up more spot Bitcoin on Litecoin and Ethereum very recently. I do think this is just a healthy retracement from this really strong move up. I do think we're in a bull market. I'm yet to be proven wrong, but after this level's tested, I'll know for sure. I guess everyone else will know for sure. So this was one of the zones I was really looking at to go long in, and sort of how I'm looking at this move, this retracement that's coming. I don't want to go into the 8 waves because it's really dirty and I don't really have so if we look at the market structure of it, the impulse wave up, there isn't really a clear impulse wave up. I mean, if I had to use, I'd do this, and I'd say this was the impulse wave up. But a lot of other traders are looking at it in a completely different manner, so I can't be sure about it. But that's what I'd put down if I was doing 8 waves, and this ABC wave here. So if you don't know about Elliott wave theory, you get these impulse waves up, which sort of form in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse wave fashion, and then you get this ABC corrective waves after the impulse waves, either in the bullish or bearish direction. It depends what market we're in. And currently we're in a bull trend. We've had this impulse wave up, and usually when an impulse wave goes in a certain direction, that signifies a trend reversal. So let's say you're in a bear market and you just have an impulse wave going down on a macro level, you'd expect there to be another bearish impulse wave and prices to go down further, because it's sort of an indicator of continued bearish or bullish trends. So this, for me, the market structure right now, if I draw up these horizontal support. So let's just go back to this horizontal support and look at the market turning points, right? So we've chopped through it here, but it's sort of come back down here, respected it, so come back up, so John through it, and the second test, it's been very spec, had a big market turning point, chop through it, and we test it again, market turning point, shut down trend reversal, come down below it, get rejected, test it again, rejected, so a couple more market turning points there, break through it, test it as a nice cushion support here, and and move back up. So as you can see, there's loads of market turning points in this price level. This is a key price level that large buyers are interested in. So I'm really looking at it now to be another area of support for Litecoin, and it's a similar level on Ethereum as well, but it's just at different prices, obviously, because it's a different crypto. So, I'm really looking for this ABC corrective wave sort of end around here, and my sentiment with Bitcoin right now is that we're still in the market structure that could be bullish continuation. Until we break below 9,150, I think it was, and we're currently trading at 9,400. I'm yet to be convinced that the market is as bearish as everyone on Twitter and TradingView likes to say. The way these large caps form, for me, are kind of making me think that we are actually going to have a market trend reversal quite soon and start trending back up towards the local highs we've made in Bitcoin. And just the way that we're trading at the 618 on a large cap cryptocurrency, and we've just, we're trading near the 200 moving average that we've just dipped below, which is perfectly fine. Like, it's not, for trend traders, you do see a lot of support here, but because we're so early on in the trend, it's perfectly normal for this 200 moving average to not be respected as much as trend traders would want it to be respected. As you can see here, it does get chopped through, so it's perfectly normal to see this level being chopped through here. I'm just interested to see how it responds to this level. I'm going to put some fib extensions as well to sort of see, from this low made here, from this first sell-off, the 2618 as well is also in this level. So we have fib confluence. We have fib confluence on a local scale and on a macro scale. So that makes for an interesting price level for us to look at. I don't really like fan trend lines. I'm going to draw some in and see where they're really lining up to be right now for Litecoin. I mean, you have to remember this is on the this isn't on the logarithmic scale, and the way that cryptos like to move. Sometimes I think trend lines might be better done in a log scale. If you don't know what that is, then don't worry about it. But as you can see, we've got this trend line support from these two lows made. The first higher low made in January sort of signified the start of the bull trend. And so this is going to really be a strong support, in my opinion. And the fact that this lines up the 618 and the 2618 is really what makes me more happy to go long on the zone and in a leverage position as well. If not leverage, then it's a good place to pick up spot. If I was picking up spot here and I wanted a trend reversal, I'd put my stop loss here. We've got it below these market turning points here. All these lows here, the highs here. So we've got a lot of cushion here to keep us from getting in the 378 close as well. And my targets would really be from a leverage long. Well, no, sorry, not from a spot position here. I'd really be taking profits at the high here, and I'd be taking profits at the high here, because that would be a nice 618 move up to here, and I'd be taking profits at the high here, and you could just sort of expect a retracement there. But in terms of macro scale, what we might be looking at here, it's perfectly possible that this is, within that, this is the first impulse wave up, and this is the retracement. Get this next impulse wave up here, coming back down here, and move back up to the highs. And this is sort of what the market's looking like on Bitcoin as well, and Ethereum, but we're just covering Litecoin right now. So it's possible that this is what's going to play out. If we break below here, it's still valid technically speaking, but I wouldn't be leveraging long the trade if we break below this zone here. Really, I'd still be in my spots positions, cutting a lot my position below here. So we'll just have to see. Anyway, that's Litecoin. Just a quick overview, and I'm going to jump into Ethereum because it's sort of the same. It looks the same. Just go on. Try to find ETH/USD. ETH/USD definitely doesn't look healthy, but it is essentially the same market structure. I'm not going to draw the macro fib levels because they're not exactly anywhere, we're not near them. We never really broke over the 236 on the macro level, which isn't the most bullish thing to hear, but still. So I had to draw my horizontal support here. We're gonna sort of look at the market turning points. You know, we've had one here, sort of accumulation around in this liquidity pool here. So there's plenty of little smaller market turning points. We've had this high here, market turning point. So we're going to start with the first sort of liquidity pool being at the lows here. Just put these back. And we're going to draw the second, the lower part of this liquidity pool, just the low that was made here. And if you look at that liquidity pool, it's very respected. You know, it doesn't always, the market price doesn't always reach it, but you can clearly show that it's showing strong rejection zone. So yeah, we didn't quite get up to it here. We didn't quite get up to here. We did get up to here and get rejected. You can see like this, you know, we didn't get to it, but it's still giving that sell pressure. You know, there could have been extra levels here, the low here, so that's why people are going short here. So you can show that this level is giving extra downward side pressure as a liquidity pool. So it's also going to have upside pressure when we test it. So again, so if I it's sort of the same as Litecoin, if you remember. In my opinion, that's what it would look like. And then we've got this ABC correctional wave after this impulse wave up, coming down here into this zone, which we're currently trading in now. You know, I'm yet to see a strong test of it, but that's, you know, we're looking. If I was going to leverage long this trade, which I'm not, I'm kind of waiting for this to be confirmed more for me to get into this trade. I'll more look for the reclaim of this 230 price level, go long here and ride the wave up. Just waiting for confirmation on the market right now. But you know, we've got the 200 moving average offering buy pressure here, so we've got people stuck in long positions. We've got the 618 coming in here. We've got this trend line from the first two lows made, which signified the start of the bullish trend. And if you just watch the Litecoin part of this video, you can understand how similar in market structure this is to Litecoin. And we've also got the 2618 as well as the psychological $200 price level in here. So there's just so many levels here that would make me want to go long and purchase spot Ethereum and Litecoin here in these sort of areas. And the fact that we're trading so close to these sort of important price factors kind of makes me think that Bitcoin might be at a market trend reversal zone as well. You know, and Bitcoin dominance is so high right now. I kind of want to see it leak into these other large cap cryptos. And you know, so I'd kind of want to see Bitcoin move up in price, but I'd want it to be not a strong move. I'd want it to sort of be more moving back into the average of the range, if that makes sense. So if you take the high of 13,000, the low of currently at 9,300, kind of see it move back into 11,000, trading in that zone a bit, and allow these large cap cryptos to sort of just recover from this ABC correctional wave and move a bit back up. So as you can see, we've got so much fib confluence here and horizontal support, as well as other indicators like the moving average support, which is very good for trend trading. And you can see this level is quite important. So, you know, if again, I'll do the same sort of thing I did with Litecoin and just put, you know, if I was going to pick up spot, I'd be taking, you know, I just don't see us breaking the highs here. I just don't, but I would be bearish enough to put my stop loss here. You know, we've got the 786 offering support here. We've got the 3618 of that extension. You guys don't use that as to ever back up for your support. If you break the 2618, this isn't really going to offer much cushion, but it's a fib confluence level, so it'll offer a bit more cushion. You've got these highs here offering cushion, so you've got a lot of protection before we get to this stop. A lot of protection. And if I was going to take profits on this position, you know, I'd take the high here, and I'd be taking, it's probably probably be around this price level of about 450. It's quite a high risk reward trade, and it's the same in Litecoin. I mean, it's just a huge profitable risk reward wise trade. And if you wanted to keep it, you know, you could put it above this low here, because any test of that low, I'd see it moving up quite a lot. But again, so it's like it's a 4-to-1 risk reward trade. I mean, you can't be a trader and not be attracted to that. I think it's a good trade to take. I think it's a good trade to take on Litecoin as well as Ethereum. There's a couple other large cap cryptos are sort of lining up the same way, but I will say Ethereum does look the weakest, especially in comparison to Litecoin and Monero. But I'm not going to go over the Monero chart now, as anyone knows. From the ASO, I'm a big fan of Monero, and it's looking quite strong right now, which gives me more enthusiastic of picking up more Monero. Anyway, so that was a quick overview of the large cap cryptos, aka Litecoin and Ethereum. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you want to join Alias, the link's in the description to this video. We offer so much content, forex, stocks, crypto, and we do daily updates and everything. You'd have complete access to 3 professional traders. So if you want to join in and learn some more about trading and just make sure you're not making the same mistakes that as beginner traders do, then make sure you join. Lots of things to learn. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.